She said it's time I learned how to be a woman.
Oh, exciting! But wait, what's all that there about blood and pain?
Oh, golly, I don't know.
Well, girls, what your book there is talking about is menstrual cramps.
Menstrual cramps?
Yes, menstrual cramps, also known as period pains. Menstrual cramps are painful sensations felt in a woman's abdomen and can occur both before and during her period. However, more information is known about them now, so why don't we let some modern women explain it? Ladies?
These cramps are caused by chemicals created by the tissue that lines the uterus called prostaglandins. These chemicals cause the muscles of the uterus to contract, and the higher the levels of prostaglandins a woman has, the more intense and painful those contractions will be. But it's not just cramps. Symptoms of menstrual pain vary from woman to woman. Most only experience a few of the symptoms, but a select few have to deal with all of them, including but not limited to lower back pain, leg pain, nausea, vomiting, headaches, and fainting spells.
Think about dealing with all of that for 3 to 6 days every month. For over half of the world's population, this is part of their reality. For the rest of the population, don't you think you would be irritable if you had to deal with this as part of your normal life and still have to go about your day acting like nothing was bugging you? Good golly, that sounds awful. But at least it's only a sign of a girl's menstrual cycle.
Well, actually, Billie Jean, women can experience menstrual-like cramps and pain due to conditions of the reproductive tract, or as a sign of other medical problems, such as endometriosis, where uterine tissue appears outside of the uterus, fibroids and adenomyosis, where non-cancerous growths form in the uterus, infections in the reproductive organs, and abnormal pregnancy, such as an ectopic pregnancy, where the pregnancy occurs in the tubes outside the uterus, an ovarian cyst, or a narrow cervix.
That's why it's important to keep track of your menstrual cycle and the symptoms that accompany it. If you know what's normal for you, it can be easier to identify any changes or fluctuations in your body.
A good way to keep track of all this information is to keep a notebook of your cycle and mark the start and end dates on a calendar so you can see the length and information from day to day.
However, we are women of the 21st century and have technology available to help us. Take the app Clue, for example. This is an app available for both Apple and Android smartphones and can track almost everything to do with the menstrual cycle. Not only does it track your cycle by day for you, but it also has the user input their personal data each day to keep a record of your monthly cycle by entering data about the user's period, pain, moods, fluids, sexual activity, and personal notes.
Wow-wee! That all looks super useful and important.
Yes, indeed, Sulin. But possibly even more important than keeping track of your cycle and its symptoms is knowing how to manage them. And when it comes to managing menstrual cramps, everyone, their mother, and their grandmother have advice on what to do.
Some things everyone seems to be able to agree on are the traditional and well-known methods. Using Midol, ibuprofen, and similar products to deal with any pain is good. It can also help to avoid caffeine, salt, fats, and alcohol since they can make cramping worse. Exercising is also a good way to help ease the pain. Activities like dancing and yoga are great, but the best form of exercise for cramping is sex, since it releases dopamine and causes the muscles to relax after an orgasm. Resting with a heating pad can also help. The warmth from the heating pad will soothe your muscles, easing your body's discomfort and minimizing cramps.
Or, if you'd rather use some more unconventional methods of minimizing the effects menstrual cramps have on your body, there are some interesting choices to explore. Acupuncture has been said to help. Certain acupuncture points are thought to regulate blood flow through the abdominal cavity and relax the nervous system, which can help calm muscular contractions. Meditation to relieve stress could also help, since it is theorized that the more stress a woman is under during her menstrual cycle, the worse her cramps can be. You could also try a treatment that's popular among the women of Hollywood, an ancient Korean treatment known as vaginal steaming that soothes menstrual cramps and has been said to boost fertility in women by dilating blood vessels, increasing blood circulation, providing oxygen, and relaxing the pelvic floor muscles.
The most important thing to remember, ladies, is that it's your cycle and your body, so you should do what's right for you.
And now that you know the causes, cures, and calendars,
You too can become the mistress of your menstrual cycle.